There's this famous study done in the 80s called the white bear phenomenon, white bear study, where they asked these participants to think about a polar bear and visualize that polar bear in your mind. Now, for the next 2 or 3 minutes, you can think about anything you want, but don't think about the polar bear. Whatever you do, don't think about the polar bear. And they found that when people were instructed not to think about the polar bear and ring a bell every time they did, people thought about the polar bear quite a bit. And you could try this now. Picture, a red truck in your mind. And when you get the visual of that red truck, don't think about it. Sit in silence for 30 seconds and try not to think about that red truck. And one of a couple of things happens. Either all of your energy goes into not thinking about the truck, which in doing so, you're actually still kind of thinking about the truck, or your brain just keeps reminding you about the red truck. It turns out our brain doesn't like to be told what not to think about. And so it does the opposite. And so when we have a thought that we don't like, when we have an emotion that we don't like, when we have a memory that we don't like, and we tell ourselves, don't think about that, don't think about that, don't think about that, chances are we're thinking about it even more. It's not a great strategy. Instead, we just maybe notice it for what it is, a thought, a memory, a feeling. Let it pass, experience it, and then let it go. Because otherwise we might get stuck with that red truck or that white bear or that painful thought.